So Joby, Reid Hoffman, Mark Pincus. Reid Hoffman started LinkedIn. He's also one of the first investors in Facebook. He is running this SPAC. He's the one the head of the SPAC, and he's merging with Joby Aviation. Joby Aviation, for those of you who don't know, is actually invested in by Uber. Uber invested in these people as well. They're really interesting company.
Sense. It's basically almost an Uber, but in the air.
Right. Yeah, it's an Uber in the air. Yeah,
sense.
exactly. They're exactly an Uber in the air. And so, looking at this is just the chart for, let's see, for today. So today they've done fine. I mean, they kind of went up with the whole rotation of from out of value into growth, just like how Tesla was experiencing. I mean, this company, it's basically already started test piloting with the FAA in Miami and New York, London, and major cities. They should be by 2025 really into production and making some kind of earnings, some kind of money on the side. Let's see.
So it's a great concept, and I'm surprised we don't have anything like it or have had anything like it sooner. But I'm a little worried about how the pandemic will affect the future of this type of industry, because not a lot of people are going to be traveling as much for work now that a lot of things are remote and there's not as much need. But I guess maybe what they're trying to do is more for tourism, or just trying to get from Florida to California. It's just
purely like an Uber in the air, like a taxi. Uber, like taxi in the air. And look what they got. They got a lot going on.
Pretty sick design.
Yeah, it's sick. Yeah, it is absolutely splendid. Futuristic. Small team, 7 engineers.
Wow.
NASA partnership. Wow, beginning of 2012, Joby was selected to collaborate with NASA on several groundbreaking electric flight projects, including so not only Reid Hoffman and Mark Pincus,
but NASA.
Mm-hmm. But SpaceX is working with NASA, so they must be pretty alpha. So this is like the future, evidently. Progress towards certification. In 2020, they agreed to G1 certification basis for their aircraft, FAA, laying a clear path to certifying their aircraft for commercial flights. The U.S. Air Force was granted its first ever eVTOL airworthiness approval at Joby as part of the Agility Prime program. So eVTOL, is a type of aircraft that uses electric power to hover, take off, and land vertically. Yeah, that is cool. Real future stuff. And then looking ahead, with more than 1,000 test flights behind them, they're looking ahead to breaking ground on their first scaled manufacturing facility later this year, certifying their aircraft in 2023 and starting commercial operation in 2024. So I was a year late on what I was saying. I said 2025, but realistically it'll probably be 2025.
SPACs right now are kind of in murky waters. I mean, we've had so many in the past year that, it's just kind of saturated at this point, and a lot of them, don't really end up working out great. But what's interesting about this one is just yeah. Yeah.
It's another story.
That is another story indeed. But the interesting thing with Joby and the RTP SPAC is that they're backed by incredible entities, right? Yeah, you got Reid Hoffman, right?
Yeah, Reid Hoffman.
Reid Hoffman.
From
you have
LinkedIn.
Uber. You have NASA now that we just found out. I mean, that's a lot of good credibility to put your money into this SPAC, which is only, not even barely. It's barely at $11 right now. It's very cheap.
It's literally right at its offering price. So SPACs, whenever they go public, they start at $10 a share. For those of you who didn't know that, SPACs always start off at $10 a share when they go public, and it's
wait, really?
Yeah, it's the base price. Yeah, all of them typically. $10.90. So, and they'll fluctuate, but still, like, it's right there at its opening, and it was just recently named. Nobody, I haven't heard anybody talk about this company.
It's very low key.
March 9th in 2021.
I wonder if that's by design.
This was March 9th. That was today. Today's March 9th. So Fast Company named the world's most innovative, one of the most innovative companies of 2021, and that's huge. Like I haven't heard anybody talk about this. I love this company. I really like it. I already bought like a bunch of shares, but I have to buy more now. I didn't realize how cheap it was.
And with this news,
yeah, with this news,
just came out today.
So this is a long-term play for sure. I mean, they're only gonna so
if you're looking to get into growth stocks again, you're looking to get into a SPAC, you're looking into getting into cool Uber for the air technology, Joby might be what you're looking for. Not financial advice.
Not financial advice.
You'll probably lose all your money. I mean,
lose
SPACs
a ton
are
of money. Yeah.
SPACs are.
You never know
Yeah,
whatever
SPACs.
happens, but that's what I'm looking at. And so then going from, you want to see the video?
Yeah.
Let's see the video. Watch full film.
Ground RTC will be spinning forward flights momentarily. Copy.
Pretty dope EDM music right there.
Wow.
They're about to drop.
The production of this video is great.
Pretty sick. I like it.
I love America.
So if it's a bunch of this stuff, oh, this is it landing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. That's
Wow,
you
look at
landed.
that.
Joby.
Very clean.
Let's go, Joby.
Amazing. I'm very
Let's
curious
go.
to see how they're going to deal with like bird traffic in the air with so many of these at a time. But you know, that's
look,
an
they're
issue for
vertical.
another day.
When have you heard of like a helicopter running into like
Oh, it happens all the
Birds.
time.
birds with
Pretty sure.
helicopters?
Pretty sure. Yeah.
I know with turbines because they're horizontal, moving through the air. But this is, oh no, sorry, vertical because they're moving through the
Oh,
air
that's a good-
and then getting birds. But you know,
I'm actually curious.
horizontal aircrafts. Hey, I don't know, seems pretty good to me. But you know, anyway, while Elihu looks up at his prime fascination with birds and
According to the
helicopters.
FFA, birds striking helicopters in flight caused more than 3.5 million in damage and 3 fatalities. There
That's
you go.
nothing.
That's not much. Yeah,
$3.5 million in damages.
for an
Dude.
industry like this, which I mean, I think is going to be in the billions for sure. That's nothing.
Some birds will be harmed in the making of Joby, but hey, it's all in the light of the betterment of the human race.